Hey everyone, welcome back. I am creating this video because we have an exciting 9-unit portfolio opportunity that I wanted to take the time to create a new video on and just really break it down. So if anyone has been with LoCasa for a little while, you would probably have seen that we had a Tulum, well, we actually had a couple of Tulum villas available on our website. Be on the lookout for those, but those were a big hit. It was the first time we had expanded outside of the US and we're open to going into a new country like Mexico, specifically because we knew the operator who was sharing these units with us. Now we have another operator who has a large brand in Puerto Rico that is offloading their 9 properties. They actually had 10. The 10th one, I think the lease is coming up, so they won't even offer it, but the 9 they are offering. And they really are looking for, just to kind of preface and start by saying, they're looking for one operator to take over the entire portfolio. However, if one operator is not able to take over the entire portfolio for whatever reason, or if we can't find someone, they are open to multiple operators, but the least amount of operators as possible is ideal for them. So I'm going to take some time to just kind of share a couple of them with you. I don't think I'm going to break down all 9. If you'd like to learn more about them and really go and sort through the different options available, you can absolutely do so by just going to our website. If you are not a paid user, if you are only a standard user, you more than likely are not able to see them in real time. If they are still available a month from now, maybe you'll see them. But another thing that's important to note is if you're a standard user, if any of these units are apartments, which I think a majority of them are, you will never be able to see them unless you become a paid user, and that's just how our process works. So if you have questions about it, I'm not going to go too into the different memberships, but if you do have questions about it, please let us know. I do not expect these to last long because, just preface once again, these are profitable units. They have numbers to back it up. They do extremely well. They are all on the beach except for one, and the one that isn't is still in a phenomenal location in historic Old San Juan. So I think I've opened it up well enough for you guys to get a little excited. Let's go ahead and get into it. You can already see here we have quite a few in San Juan, but then there are some in Carolina as well. And these are all ranging from studios all the way up to 4 bedrooms. So we have some studios, and there are limited photos. So if you do decide to move forward with the property, just let us know, and you'll be able to then get more photos and see the entire property itself. So that one was a studio. This one is a studio. This one is a 1 bedroom. These 2 are about the same rent price, and they're also projected to bring in about the same. So whichever one you go with, you can kind of expect. Again, they do have numbers to back it up, but we are still sharing the AirDNA numbers. All the AirDNA numbers are showing that all the units will be profitable, which is great. It's basically on par with what we're hoping for. This one is a 4 bedroom right here, 4 bed, 3 bath. This is the largest apartment from what I can see, with over $100,000 in projections. Now this one right here, these floor to ceiling, that looks great. And then we have this 2 bedroom, 2 bath, which I actually believe that this is the home in Old San Juan, if I'm correct. Open up a couple of them. So we can do this $3,000 apartment. I can see why. I'm going to show you guys some more clear photos. Now keep in mind, all of them are furnished. That's something you can expect. They're all furnished, all ready to go. All of them are operating as profitable short-term rentals. All of them are beachside except for 1. And again, they're selling a total of 9, and they're wanting about $10,000 to $20,000 per unit. This is going to include furniture, all their systems and processes they have in place, future bookings, the staff, such as the cleaners and anyone else that they have on the team that assists them with the properties, their branding, just because they have a successful brand. I believe they have a booking site. They also use Guesty, which they're more than happy to transfer over to you as well if you prefer that. As I've said before, they do want one operator that wants to come in and take over the entire portfolio. If not, the less operators, the better. That's just what they're looking for. We can share exact numbers if you progress to the next stages of moving forward with the property, but just understand that their average revenue over the last 6 months or so since they've had these properties has been anywhere from $55,000 a month to $80,000 per month between all 9 units. Their expenses with rent and additional expenses is around $30,000 per month. So if you just do the math on that, they're basically profiting anywhere from $25,000 to $50,000 a month between all 9 units. That's a great opportunity to pick up units that are doing extremely well in another country. Now, if you're wondering where Carolina was, or Carolina, that is extremely close to San Juan, and these are actually in Carolina. And you can see right here that it's more so close to the beach, so it's not just in the city. It basically is in San Juan, but they're all fairly close to each other. Now, what you can expect in all of the units, and I'm just going to make this very clear, just so I don't have to go through all of them. Of course, feel free to go through them all on your own, but all of these units have basically all the same exact features and amenities. All of them have these three things. They all have air conditioning, they all are already permitted for short-term rentals, and they all have outdoor care included. 8 out of the 9 of them have HOA. The only one that does not have HOA is the property in historic San Juan. In addition, all of them have parking and a pool except for these 2 units. Unit San Juan 2, that one has no pool and no parking. And then the single family home that I had went over, which is the one in Old San Juan. Those 2 have no pool and no parking. The only one without HOA is the single family home, which is San Juan 363. I guess technically it's not a single family home, but it is an apartment, but it's a standalone. So that's what you can expect. Now let's go ahead and show you guys some better pictures. So as I mentioned, all of these units are beachside except for the one in Old San Juan. As you can see here, just in this photo, I mean, you can see the beach from the property. All are designed very nice. They definitely have a good appeal. Nice big windows, bright spaces, literally right from the balcony, phenomenal view. Same thing here. This is the single family home or / apartment in Old San Juan. You can also see the outdoor here definitely has some charm and color, which is really nice. This is the one without a pool or parking, which I believe is San Juan 2, but it still has a nice large balcony, floor to ceiling windows, and the beach right outside. And then another one right here. So that should give you a good breakdown on everything that these units have to offer. Like I said, they're all going for about 10 to 20K each. It's all going to depend. It is negotiable, but just keep in mind that these are already operating as profitable short-term rentals. Your opportunity to pick up a bunch of units in a completely different country right away. They do want one operator for all 9 units, but again, they can be flexible. So if you're interested in 2, 3, 4, make sure that you let us know because we can definitely take that into account if we can't find someone to pick up all 9. So I hope that this was helpful. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to reach out, send us an inquiry, and we look forward to hearing from you.